Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's our 50th anniversary, and we got the gear for you, man. Oh, yeah, lots of great gear in the KISW Rock Shop. Put on that beanie hat, man. Make it happen.
Oh, yeah, before winter's over. That way you can keep your skull warm. And then when winter's over, what do? You stop wearing a beanie, and what do you wear now, BJ?
Oh, well, sometimes you really still people, you still see people wearing beanies in the summer, but you can also wear a trucker cap.
Yep. Or you can be like some people I see at the gym. They wear beanies in the gym, which I never understood.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right. You know, okay. I could write a book about the interesting people you see at the gym.
Yeah. Well, you got short sleeve tees. You can see that in the gym.
Yep.
Yeah. Long sleeve baseball shirts. I don't know. Maybe you can see that. Light zip hoodies. There's a lot of stuff you can see in the Rock Shop. I'll tell you that. And all you got to do is go to KISW.com. Get your 50th anniversary merch today.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B-Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's time to turn down for tequila. Tequila. Oh, tequila, yes.
Yeah, I tried to say tequila, but my pronunciation didn't work for the way that we were trying to pronunciate it.
Okay, then.
Yeah. It's Tuesday, whatever. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Will in Tukwila. Will, are you there?
Yeah, I'm actually in SeaTac now.
Nice.
Oh,
I was going to say, this is going to be the Thrilla in Tukwila. But no, it's not. It's the Thrilla in SeaTac.
Oh,
no,
yeah. Or it could be Tukwila, since it is Tequila and it's Tuesday.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Will, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
What year of the late 80s did Madonna release her hit album Like a Prayer?
87, 88, 89.
89, yes. With the TV show, what does the CSI and CSI Miami stand for?
Pass.
What organ filters blood and helps regulate salt and water levels?
Kidneys.
Yes. Criminal Minds was a TV show that originally aired on what major network?
ABC, NBC, CBS.
CBS, yes. What is the official language of Peru?
Spanish, Portuguese.
Spanish, yes. Who played the role of Seth Brundle in the 86 film The Fly?
Oh, God. Jeff Goldblum.
Yes. Yeah. What year did the Seattle Seahawks join the NFL?
Oh, God. 79, 80,
no.
81?
No. What decade did the original Wizard of Oz film come out?
20s.
No.
10s. 30s.
No. 30s, yes. Steve Wilkos started his TV career as security for whose show?
Jerry Springer.
Yes. What number is represented by X in Roman numerals?
10.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
That's a good score, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Steve has gotten a loss yet this month because I stopped paying attention. But
of course you did. Yeah.
Looking at my papers, and I don't think he has.
All right. Well,
hey, Steve. Do you remember if you've gotten a loss so far this month?
Oh,
yeah, neither do I. I was hoping.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I don't think so
I think
either.
I'm tied, and that's as close as it's gotten to a loss.
I know that we've got some big Beat Migs fans out there who put up all of the stats and stuff. So let me know, so that way I can let everyone else know.
Let me know.
Because Rev doesn't want to do the work. That's what it is.
No. We got great people out there doing all that stuff. Just hit me up at Rev and Fuego on Twitter, and I'll figure all that out.
He's delegating.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you tell me to delegate, BJ?
Oh, I would like to delegate you right now.
Oh, whoa. I don't know what that means, so we're just going to move on.
Sounds naughty.
Yeah. Steve, are you ready?
Yes.
What year in the late 80s did Madonna release her hit album Like a Prayer?
88.
No.
89.
Yes. With the TV show, what does the CSI and CSI Miami stand for?
Crime scene investigators?
No.
Criminal scene investigator.
No.
Come on, stupid.
No. What organ filters blood and helps regulate salt and water levels?
The liver.
No.
The kidney.
Yes. Criminal Minds was a TV show that originally aired on what major network?
NBC.
No.
ABC.
No.
CBS.
Yes. What is the official language of Peru?
Spanish.
Yes. Who played the role of Seth Brundle in the 86 film The Fly?
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
Good movie.
What year did the Seattle Seahawks join the NFL?
1976.
Yes. What decade did the original Wizard of Oz film come out?
In the 30s.
Yes. Steve Wilkos started his TV career as security for whose show?
Oh, Jerry Springer.
Yes. What number is represented by X and Roman numerals?
10.
Yes. And Steve, you win! 9-8! Oh, it was so close.
Man, it was that Seahawks one.
It was
Yeah,
Seahawks. He didn't know it. It went a little bit too late on that, but Steve, you pulled out the
It
win.
was a little scary at first.
Absolutely.
Crime scene investigators?
No, it's not investigators.
Crime scene
You're so close.
interview.
No.
What was the question?
With the TV show, what does the CSI and CSI Miami stand for?
Oh, I totally heard that question wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did you think?
I thought you just asked for the C.
Oh, no.
Yeah, investigation is the answer.
Yes, it's investigation.
You're so close, Steve.
I know, but I can't give it to you there.
So crime scene investigation or criminal?
Crime scene investigation.
Okay.
And yeah, they have so many shows out there and novels and comics and video games and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's a really big franchise.
It's almost like it's a popular franchise. It's been around for years.
It seems like it is a little bit popular with that. Congratulations, Steve. You won.
Oh, and I've got a nice little update on why do people wear beanies. So you can buy a KSW 50-year anniversary beanie and wear it to the gym. Great point. Didn't think about this. People wear beanies in the gym so that the sweat on their head doesn't drip into their eyes.
Oh, it's like a sweatband.
Right, but if you don't have a sweatband, or if you're trying to have like a fashionable look, some people have like a style that they want to have at the gym.
Gym fashion.
But here's the
Oh,
thing.
dude, you won't even believe it, man. Some girls show up to the gym and they're like, the outfits they're wearing are not cheap and they're fully made up.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, I get the idea you want to stop the sweat in your face, but you're heating your dome up. That's why the
what I thought, too,
sweatband
yeah.
was. Why is the sweatband no longer a thing? It was made explicitly for that reason.
I kind of want to start rocking a sweatband at the gym and sweatband on
in the
headbands.
arms?
Yeah, sweatbands on the arms and on the head.
All right, is it become like the fanny pack? We got to bring it back. Is that what?
Oh, the fanny pack never left me.
Yeah.
Oh, it never left. Okay, fine.
Steve, can you get the wristbands, the headbands, the fanny pack, and even then try to fit in the leg warmers too?
Vicky's showing me a picture of the USA-inspired headband and wristbands, and I have those. A listener sent them to me once. I actually use the wristbands when I play hockey.
That's amazing.
So, Steve, no one's wearing sweatbands that you can think of in the gym that you know of?
I've not seen that. Although I really want to now. A sweet headband, especially if you're bald, I think that's a good look.
Oh, it surely is. Like they didn't. Gosh, one of the Globetrotters used to wear a headband.
Also,
Was it Curly? I think.
I'm not sure, but I know. Was it Slick Watts from the Sonics? Didn't he wear a headband?
I think you're right. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of, and I'm confusing Slick with somebody from the Globetrotters. But yeah,
You're not wrong. I believe somebody on the Globetrotters also did it.
yeah, dude. To me, it's like it's got to be fashion, because if you're putting a beanie on in the gym for a very good reason to keep the sweat going on in your face, I mean, at some point you got to go, dude, are you not getting super hot under that? I mean, how about a sweatband?
I think it's a little bit of both, probably. I think more fashion than, because, I mean, there's a certain look that you see sometimes people, and Joe, you've been at a gym, like, you probably see that as well. Like, there's certain people that I think they have like a set style that they have, like, I don't give an F look, but like you can tell they give an F because they're wearing really expensive stuff.
Oh yeah, or it's the complete opposite, and they like wearing really short shorts or really short shirts, like the DJ Metcalf kind of look or DK Metcalf look. Yep. And I don't know why it is that way, but I would definitely bring back the sweatband with you, Steve, if you want to do it.
I'm in.
All right, I like this.
And I'll my name on it. I'll just say Steve.
Okay, then.
All right, Steve.
Well, no, confuse it. Yeah, like it won't get taken by somebody else in the locker room.
Well, that way people don't have to. What's that guy's name again? I met him once. I can't remember his name. There it is. It's on his headband, Steve.
Oh man, wouldn't that be great if we just all had my name is somewhere on our body? Oh, that would be so good.
Someone said even go with the leg warmers.
Awesome.
Okay, Vicky,
like
for
Olivia
that.
Newton-John from back in like the 80s.
Let's get physical. Oh, that was a great image.
Oh, BJ, big news for you.
What's this?
Someone said, are you aware that the Dick's Burger Truck's going to be in Mercer Island this Friday from 4 to 7 p.m.?
Ooh, that is big news. I was not aware of that, but plans must be made.
Yep, that's dinner right there for you, BJ.
Oh, yes, it is. Dinner and a tasty shake. Oh,
do they do the shakes on the food truck, though? I mean, they might. I'm not sure.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, maybe I'm getting my hopes up. All right. Well, I know they'll have burgers at least.
Yeah, because I remember one time Ted and I, we were having one of our slumber parties, and we were like, let's go get some Dick's before we, just get stupid and get wasted. And we got Dick's to have for dinner, and I'm like, let's get some shakes. That way, by the end of the night, when we're getting like the munchies and you want to have something, wouldn't it be awesome to just be able to pull out a Dick shake?
Yeah, good call.
Right. Except we threw them in the freezer and forgot about them until we really wanted them. So when we pulled them out, like we completely bypassed the whole thawing out process.
Oh.
So we pulled them out of the freezer and they were just hard as a rock. And it was just like, well, you can't really microwave it. I mean, you could, but you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
Definitely can't put it in the oven.
Nope.
Good news. The food truck does have shakes, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
But some bad news for Steve. The food trucks do not have fries.
I know.
Which I'm fine with.
They give you potato chips.
Yep.
It's okay with
I'm
me.
not okay with that.
I'm fine with that. 2 deluxe and a strawberry shake. Let's do this.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that too. I'm gonna, what's the important part of the shakes and the burgers? So I'm excited about that.
I mean, if now we're on the topic of French fries, have you guys? I recently, my wife and I, because they have a veggie option at Five Guys, and oh my gosh, those fries are incredible.
Really? Five Guys fries are pretty decent.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they're in peanut oil. So if you have a peanut
so
allergy, stay away from Five Guys.
Yeah, right.
So do you have the option for both, or they just decided to do it completely in peanut oil?
Yeah, I do. I'm not sure. But when you walk in, they have giant bags of peanuts. It's like part of the decor.
Have you guys ever had the Five Guys fries with the Cajun seasoning?
What?
Yeah, you have to ask for it. It is so good. Although if you eat it right when the fries are hot, it's going to burn your mouth. It has a nice kick to it.
Alrighty then.
And what I love about Five Guys is that they don't just like give you like the thing of fries and then put it in your bag. They just like unload all of their French fries. So you can get like a size medium fries and you're like, oh, I'm being good. And then you open it up and it's like size triple extra large because it's like they just dumped all the French fries in the bag as well. It's freaking awesome.
It is pretty sweet. I haven't been at Five Guys in a while, but oh man, there's just so many places to go now.
There's one in Puyallup, BJ.
Oh, of course there is.
Yeah, there's one in Tacoma too.
Yeah,
so nice.
Yeah. Well, we got a Five Guys near me at least. I know that, so I don't have to go to Puyallup. I can go near me. There's one in Overlake.
Fair.
Yeah, there. So there. I showed you guys.
Fine.
We got one in Overlake, so we got one on the east side.
You might have won the battle, but you haven't won the war.
As soon as we get our Dicks at Crossroads, I have. That's all I got to say, buddy.
Damn it.
Then we're really up there. All right. This is a really interesting situation. Why would Iron Man, I mean, he's a big hero. Why would Iron Man give a random person the clothes that he was wearing? You're going to hear from that random person at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Someone on TikTok asked for people to share their positive encounters with celebrities, where the celebrity was cool to you. And a bunch of folks were sharing stories. There was a guy who worked at a high-end clothing store who shared this story about Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr.
So I used to work at this really high-end clothing store. Robert Downey Jr. came in one year to Christmas shop. He was wearing this really cool jacket. So I was like, oh my God, that jacket, it's amazing. And he was like, thank you so much. It's the first time I've worn it. Fast forward, he finishes shopping and everything, and we're helping him out to his car. And he takes the jacket off and he gives it to me. And he says, Merry Christmas. And this is it. And I have Robert Downey Jr.'s jacket.
I was going to say, I hope he still has it, and I would be wearing that almost all the time if it fit.
That's, that would seem weird because you're taking some clothing off of somebody, but at the same time, it is Robert Downey Jr., and you did dig the jacket. I don't know. I think I might have said, I can't. I'm glad that guy did, though, because I would have wanted to.
Well, I just saw a story someone posted, they went to a Goodwill or a random place where you could get the clothes that people donate, and they looked inside the jacket. It was like a suit jacket, and it said Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and it was a custom suit that Vince McMahon from the WWE just, I guess, donated, and it just so happened that guy got it.
Oh, that's cool, Steve. I don't know if you're as tall as Vincent McMahon or if he's as tall as you, but that would have been
He's a little beefier, though.
Oh, well.
But this is more of a fun, going out, almost it looks like one of those old school green military coats with a bunch of patches on it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like a suit jacket.
Oh, that would have. That would be so stoked to get. I'd be so stoked to get something like that off of somebody I dug. Somebody talked about their story with a former child actor by the name of Josh Flitter. He was in that movie License to Wed and had this story about Robin Williams.
So I'm an actor, but I was a pretty successful child actor. I did a bunch of movies when I was a kid, Nancy Drew and Ace Ventura Jr. and Greatest Game Ever Played. But I want to talk about this movie, License to Wed. It was a rom-com with John Krasinski and Mandy Moore, who are also incredible and amazing people. But I want to talk about Robin Williams. In the 2 months that we worked together, Robin taught me everything that I know about comedy and professionalism and being kind to people on set. He was the funniest, sweetest, smartest person on the planet. I don't care what anybody else says. A genius and the kindest man. At the end of filming, Robin came to my trailer and he gave me a gift. It was a signed copy of the Groucho letters, signed by Groucho Marx. He said someone gave it to him because he reminded them of Groucho. And Robin gave it to me and said it's because that I reminded him of him.
Wow.
Damn.
I love the idea that something like that gets passed down.
Yeah. And I don't know who Josh Flitter is, but I went on his TikTok page, and his bio just says, "Make me famous again, please."
Oh, man, you got the book. That seems to be the book of destiny if somebody gives you that.
What if this is the catalyst? Someone notices him and is like, oh, I remember that kid. Oh, crap. Let's put him in our next movie. I can see Tarantino doing something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, why not? Sounds like a good dude. Definitely. Hearing that story about Robin Williams, man, it just makes it sadder that he was suffering, the way he was. And I'm glad we're talking about mental health more than his generation allowed him to talk about it, because you hear stories like that about him and you think, how could a guy that has so much, who had so much love in his heart and had the family, had it all, how could he be suffering like that? But that's what mental health does to you.
Yeah, he always wanted to make it a point to make people around him happy.
Yeah, and it just didn't do enough for him to help him with his own mental health woes. So I'm happy to talk about it because, it seemed like a sweet, sweet man, obviously, according to other people. And then somebody on TikTok shared this story of a celebrity being cool to her, and it was about Jimmy Fallon.
I was lucky enough to be in the live studio audience of the Jimmy Fallon show, and during the commercial break, he came right up to me and my friends and had a whole conversation with us. We're all college kids and communications majors, so he just talked to us about that and gave us some genuine advice and how he kind of got to be where he is today. He seemed very genuine, and at a time when a lot of talk show hosts and late night hosts have rumors about them being really mean behind the scenes, it was really refreshing to have that experience with him.
Ellen.
Damn, Steve, I was just thinking the same thing. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Who else is she taking a shot at? You don't hear about Jimmy Kimmel being a jerk.
Yeah. Well, and also, I've said it before. I know you like Ellen as far as you've liked her show, and there's no reason not to like her show, but Ellen has always just seemed unfriendly to me. She seems very unlikable, and whereas Jimmy Fallon is the exact opposite. To me, he seems very likable, but I wouldn't be surprised if you told me the two were different and complete opposites behind the scenes. I wouldn't be surprised because you hear that story all the time. The most likable, nice people on screen are usually the ones that are the jerks backstage. But in this particular instance, it seems like Jimmy Jimmy's as affable as he is in front of the camera as behind the camera. And Ellen, well, Ellen is Ellen.
Well, I love, what was it, because, you never really hear, there's never, any kind of negative controversy about Jimmy Fallon. The closest I ever came was, I remember it was, a couple of years ago, Jimmy Fallon has a drinking problem. What the hell has he been doing? And I'm not saying he does or doesn't. And obviously, you could still be a good drunk and have a drinking problem. But they're he's got a massive problem. And then he goes to these bars and buys everybody drinks and parties with everyone. I'm well, that's...
Is that a problem?
Well, I mean, like I said, he could be unhealthy for him, but I was expecting some scandalous story of him being a jerk to people. It's he gets drunk and he's really cool to people at the bars.
Jimmy has a problem having fun.
Right. And he spends all that money he gets on other people. What a jerk.
He gets drunk and buys everyone rounds of drinks. We need to shut him down. He needs to be canceled.
He needs to be canceled, Steve.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
All right, this is really sad that people on TikTok are sharing all these great stories about their positive encounters with celebrities. So we thought, all right, how about you? Let's keep it going. Based on this, when has a celebrity been cool to you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. When has a celebrity been cool to you? We got your calls. We got your texts after Linkin Park on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
New on Curiosity Stream. With superior armies comes superior weapons. How has innovation mechanized the battlefield? From bullets to battleships and everything in between. It's machinery of warfare. Plus, from the gross to the gourmet. See how that in-flight meal lands on your tray table. On secrets of your airline food. It's all on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. People on TikTok sharing their positive encounters with celebrities. Based on this, when has a celebrity been cool to you? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Trevor on Whidbey Island, you are on The Rock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trevor.
Yo.
What you got for you? Who was cool to you, buddy?
So I was down in New Orleans back 08, 09 after the hurricane. A sophomore in high school, and I look over and a bunch of girls were freaking out over Shaggy, and I see it's Matthew Lillard. So I walked up to him, and I just looked him straight in the eye, and I said, Scooby-Doo sucked.
Jeez, that's aggressive.
How was that a positive encounter?
He shook my hand, and he said, thank you. It was the worst movie I ever did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He totally agreed with me. It ended up turning into, a really cool conversation. We just sat there and talked for a few minutes while we were in our pre-safety meeting, and then he went with one group and went and did some work for the day, and I went off and did my stuff.
So I have to ask you, because sometimes people come up to us and they say negative things, and I don't understand the motivation behind that. What was your motivation to go up to this celebrity and tell him, his movie stunk?
Yeah, because all of these girls that were around him freaking out over who he was, and I could tell on his face that he was not happy. That was the only reason he got recognized.
Oh, so you thought this would sort of be like a bro moment.
So in that 10 seconds, you were able to assess his mental state at that moment?
I guess. I don't know. My mom's a therapist, so I grew up with it.
You're the Willard whisperer.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a very interesting observation, and it worked because the guy responded well. I mean, I would have, it's so funny, I guess, wherever you come from in life, I would have taken that as an insult, even though, Matthew Lillard was like, yeah, no, it was. There are actors that know they've just done movies that have turned out to be crap, but they're happy to get the check.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's still not the way I would have introduced myself to the dude, but hey, it works. So, sometimes that stuff works.
Oh, we got a text message that said, I met David Hasselhoff in an airport back in the 80s. He was nice to me, gave me an autographed picture.
Oh, that's nice.
I like this one, though. I met Louis Black on the street in Seattle. He asked me what my name was. I said Orson Welles, and he replied, your parents must have really hated you.
Oh, Louis Black. Man, that's a good dude. I always have good memories of Louis Black. Thank you, Texter, for bringing that up. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. When has a celebrity been cool to you? Let's go to Parker in Mount Vernon. Parker, you are on the Rock.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Not too bad. Parker, what you got, buddy?
So me and my buddies, we were on chat roulette one night a few years ago, and we came across Wiz Khalifa, and he was having himself some weed. He smoked a couple blunts, and he gave us a tour of his bus. But what was funny is he offered us free tickets to his next show, so we said, yeah, sure. He said, call this number, and it was probably like 1 a.m. We call this number, and the chief of police for Milwaukee Police Department, his assistant answered, and we said, hey, yeah, we're calling about the free tickets. And said, no, this is the number for the chief of police in Milwaukee. So we got pranked by Wiz Khalifa. It was pretty funny.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
I love that's really the number he has handy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? That's an important number to Wiz, apparently.
It's a good thing you didn't say, hey, call this and I'll get you hooked up with some weed.
Yeah, I know. That could have gone a lot worse. You're absolutely right, Steve. That could have gone a lot worse. 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. Let's go to Chris and Puyallup. Chris, you are on the Rock.
BJJ.
Who cares? All right, Chris, how about you? Who'd you meet and how were they?
Well, I went to ECC probably about 4 years ago, and I met the original Green Power Ranger.
Oh, okay. I don't even know that person's name, but that was my son Joey Deese's favorite Ranger because he loved green.
Yeah, it's JDF, Jason David Frank.
And so, JDF, he's got the 3 initials. This dude must be. So how was he, man?
He was super chill. I mean, he had a line out the building for people to meet him all day. And he was only supposed to sign one piece of memorabilia. And when I got up to meet him, he was just so chill. He signed the helmet to the Green Ranger Power, the whole suit I was wearing. He took pictures with me, signed extra stuff, was just really, really chill, dude.
And
that's awesome.
That dude, I was like, that name sounds familiar. He also got involved in the world of pro wrestling like a couple of years ago. Like he's and it's always like that's how he's built. Like whoever it is taking on the Green Power Ranger, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, that is really, really cool. Steve, it's so cool that people had very similar experiences at ECCC meeting somebody who played a green guy. I mean, you're the guy that, you of course, you and Lou Ferrigno, what a great time.
He was so nice that he was willing to take a picture with me for $50.
Only $50? It must have been a discount.
Well, look, I mean, people do pay money to take pictures with them. It was just, we ran into him after having an interview with him, and we just wanted to get a quick video and picture for the website for closure. Like, we had you on the air this morning, blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh, yeah, I'll definitely do it for $50. It's like, oh.
It's like, Lou, we just spoke to you. We just gave you free publicity on the show. This is all part of that package of free publicity. We're going to post it up there. He was not having any of it.
No. That's okay.
And Steve was just like,
that's okay. But one of the ones is an odd one. I remember, I'll never forget, my wife and I went to Arizona for the Super Bowl, and we met up with Craig Gass, who has connections with everything. And so he somehow got us ticket to go to a Phoenix Suns game. He's like, oh, I want you to meet with one of my buddies. And I always see him when I come to town. And I'm like, okay, who's the buddy? And then we start talking to the guy. And I'm like, holy crap, I'm hearing a conversation with Dave Ellefson, the bassist of Megadeth. And that's Craig's buddy. And I'm, grew up a big Megadeth fan. This is like really cool. And he could not be a nicer guy. And I'm like, well, I don't know. My wife doesn't know who the hell he is because she's not a big Megadeth fan. I don't know if you knew that.
She's not? Oh, I'm surprised.
They hit it off because he's a religious dude, my wife as well. And they just had this long talk about something going on. Like it was just like some biblical thing that they were they were both recently reading, and it was like, of all the conversations I would have ever thought I was going to have at a Super Bowl thing with the dude from Megadeth, chatting about the Bible was the last thing I thought we were going to have.
Yeah, I would never expect anybody from Megadeth to get into a long conversation about the Bible.
Well, he's a big religious dude, but it was just kind of like, you could tell like he was excited because he's not having a conversation about Megadeth, because I'm sure he likes talking about the band, but that's not like, you kind of sometimes don't want to talk about that. And he's just having a talk with this lady who doesn't know anything about his music stuff that was bonding with him because of the Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's it. Listen, man. I mean, if people got common ground, that's a cool thing, and it's really awesome that like you said, dude, he was cool to you, and and your wife, because you just never know, man. You just never know. Sometimes when you're catching celebrities, whatever, what kind of day it might be.
And then Dave Mustaine walked by and punched me in the face. It was very weird.
Well, that, of course, that makes sense.
He's a jealous man.
And meanwhile, of course, Craig Gass may be the best connected person ever. Talk about networking. You're right. That guy knows everybody.
Oh, and if he doesn't, he'll find a way to figure it out.
Yeah, it's so impressive. It's a skill set that I don't have, and I'm always just in awe. Like, I look at, every time we're around Craig and Craig is working the Craig magic, I just have my mouth open like, wow, you're like a god amongst gods. It's like, because I don't have that skill set at all. And I'm always impressed by that.
No, I mean, we were there as he snuck us into this private party that Steven Tyler was going to perform during the Super Bowl weekend. And like, we tried going through the front door, and Craig tried to use his magic, did not work at all. Like, the guy was just like, I'm not impressed by you, sir. Like, he was like, you're not on the list, get the hell out of here. So then I'm like, okay, thanks, Craig, thanks for trying. We didn't even care. Like, it was just kind of a fun experience to be a part of. And then he's like, no, there's other ways to get in. I'm like, oh, come on, what are we doing? Goes around through the back door. Turns out the guy's a big Howard Stern fan, knew Craig Gass, walked us right in, VIP access and everything.
Damn. Man, Craig is amazing, just amazing. We got a new survey that asks people what futuristic technology from movies and TV shows they'd most like to have in their lives. What topped the list? I'm going to tell you. It's 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to see my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.